Doble Kara Wednesday Updates Season 3 Episode 1. We started with Banjo taking care of Becca at the club. She asked him where Sara was and Banjo asked her to sleep as they continued to wait for Sara. At the police station, Sara tried to beg Kara and Seb not to file any charges. She explained that she just found Becca and Kara asked her when she learnt that Becca was Isabella. Sara said that she started suspecting it after they got the Sampaloc address but confirmed it when she saw Isabella picture. Kara told Sara that she should have told them about it the moment she found out and maybe they would have forgiven her, but now it would not be easy for them to disregard the fact that she had tried to run away with her daughter. Sara pleaded by saying she had returned to tell them the truth, but Seb said she did that only when she realized that she would get caught. Sara said she tried to tell them about it after she found out, but she just could and bear hurting Becca. Laura begged Kara and Seb not to file charges against Sara, but they were adamant on doing it. They filed the charges and Sara was taken to jail. Seb talked to his lawyer about the case and his lawyer said the case was weak because they did not have enough evidence to charge Sara with kidnapping. Banjo tried to reach Sara after waiting for her for a while, but it was a toy who answered the phone. He told Banjo that Sara had gone to the police station with Kara and Seb because they had charged her with kidnapping. Banjo went to visit Sara in prison and told her that Becca was fine although she kept asking for her. Sara apologized to Banjo for almost dragging him in her problems, but Banjo said he would do anything to protect her. Kara, Seb and Laura met with a social worker about attaining Becca custody, but the social worker said that they just could and be given the child because they had to consider what effect the news of her being their daughter might have on her. Laura asked the social worker to let her have custody of Becca because she knew her as well as Seb and Kara and it would be better for her to stay with them instead of with strangers. The social worker therefore decided to interview Becca first and see what she had to say before coming to a decision. Kara and Seb approached Banjo and asked him to take them to Becca, but Banjo refused to do it. Seb threatened to involve him in the case they were filing against Sara, so Banjo took them to the club to see Becca. Becca woke up hoping that her mama was finally back, but she saw Kara, Seb and Laura. Cynthia, Banjo and the social worker were there too. Kara and Seb went to hug her and sit by her side. Becca asked them where her mother was. Kara said that she had gone on a trip, but Becca wanted to know why she had not been told about it. Everyone ignored her question and looked away. Becca asked why they had all visited her and Seb was about to tell her the truth, but Laura stopped him. Kara cut and told Becca that they only wanted to see her. The social worker went to talk to Becca and asked her about her relationship with Sara, Kara and Seb. Becca said that she loved all of them very much because they were her family. Seb was not happy that they had not told Becca the truth, but Kara told him that they had to consider Becca's feelings. They visited a child psychologist to ask for advice about how best to handle the issue, and the psychologist told them that they made a good decision not to tell Becca the truth first. She added that Becca was too young and needed to be prepared before they told her the truth, otherwise she would become traumatized. She added that it was best that Sara be the one to tell Becca the truth because she was the person that Becca identified as her mother and would therefore understand things better if the news came from her. They were then allowed to take Becca home, but Becca was down and refused to eat because she missed Sara and no one told her where her mama was. Hannah added salt to the wound by telling Becca that maybe Sara had gotten tired of her and left her alone. Edward called Alex to ask about Sara since he could not reach her on her phone. Alex told Edward that one could not receive calls in jail because Sara had been arrested for kidnapping Isabella. When Edward went to see Sara in prison, he ran into Banjo at the front desk and the two of them almost came to blows. Laura found them facing each other down and told them to leave because they were only causing trouble. She then asked the front desk if Sara's lawyer had arrived, but the officer told her that no lawyer had yet to come, and Edward heard this before he left. Kara and Seb gathered the family to tell them that they had filed a lawsuit against Kara, but Andy asked them not to act out of anger by sending Sara to jail. Seb said that they were only seeking justice and if Sara was innocent, she could prove it in jail. Seb also said that they were yet to tell Becca the truth because they had to prepare her mentally for it, but Alex said it was not right for them to lie to her. Seb got angry with Alex meddling and told her that if he dared to tell Becca anything then she would leave the house. Seb had to break Hannah and Becca apart after they had a fight, and Hannah even told Seb to make Becca leave because she was not his daughter. Seb discussed the issue with Kara and told her that they had to prepare Hannah for the news too because they needed the children to get along. Sara's lawyer arrived and told her that she did not need to pay him because the case was pro bono. He also gave her the lovely news that he had gotten her out on bail and she could already go home. That was where we ended. PLSESC, don't forget to subscribe to channel for more updates.